Hey parents, here's how to turn your kid's swing into a powerful hitting machine with insight from Shohei Ohtani. After watching this video, you and your kid are going to learn 3 different components that from my perspective are going to help out your kid's swing to be able to compete at the next level. Your kid is going to learn how to load, how to improve his position at launch, and his position at contact. These 3 different components are critical to be able to create a powerful and repeatable swing and ensure that your kid is ready to compete at the next level. My name is Carlos Garcia, and I'm a former professional baseball player with 13 years of experience, and after coaching hundreds, if not thousands of players in the last 4 years. So first of all, from my perspective, the main reason why I like to bring Ohtani to start breaking his mechanics is just because it's how simple his swing is and how easy to repeat it is for him to be able to obviously excel and be one of the best hitters in the MLB right now. He's the type of hitter who like to work with a preset load. What I mean with a preset is he likes to start with his front foot on his toes, trying to just peel the front heel off the ground and pretty much load the pelvis when he's about to land into his launch position. It's extremely important to keep in mind. You often hear me talking about feeding the engine, trying to utilize the hips to be able to create rotational power and utilizing the ground to maximize and leverage this power to be even faster while we about to swing and rotate before we swing the bat. When we talk about load, essentially when the load happens is when we start working with our positive move, when we start working with our front foot toward the pitcher. Like I said, Ohtani, he worked with a preset step, so he cannot take that step early on during his mechanics. But the tricky part is when he start working toward the ball, attacking the ball on his backside. The backside is the driver. So essentially, when the pitcher releases the ball and come out of his hands, notice how before that front heel getting to the ground to getting into his launch position, his backside, his back leg, here it's the part that I mostly see young hitters struggling with, how to screw the back leg into the ground, feeling like how the back heel is screwing into the ground to be able to work around on the back leg, working with that coil, and I like closing the pelvis. Notice when the pitcher released the ball, he let the backside, he let that leg to lead that movement forward, pretty much showing his left or bad butt cheek lead that movement forward, and that's the most important part of your load. You have to ensure that in order for you to be in fully control of your load, you have to let the backside to be the driver, to lead your movement forward. So when you start working, getting yourself into a launch position, notice that when he get into his launch position, the way how he create and work on his posture is extremely important too as well. This posture right here help him out to let the hands work with enough space to start attacking the ball from the top on the inside part to be able to work through the baseball and deliver the barrel into the right direction. So this is extremely important too as well, because for the most part, some hitting coaches, and I'm not saying this doesn't work, but for some type of hitters, they like to work thinking to start chopping at the ball with the top hand and pretty much like cutting down and across of the strike zone. But that's not necessarily what happened. That's some sort of like feeling that for some hitters work to translate to create a good swing path into the ball. Notice that the bat is parallel with his shoulders at the point of contact. That's extremely important too as well, because the main reason why some hitters and some hitting coaches like to work with the thought and with the key of like start attacking the ball when the top hand, kind of like chopping working down and across is because they are afraid to start dumping the barrel under the ball. And for other type of hitters, they like to start thinking on more of like turning the barrel behind of the ball, kind of thinking more of like the new school type of way, how some hitting coaches like to preach about attacking the ball. I don't prefer one of the other, as long as it work for the hitter that I'm working with. Notice too how his top hand, his palm is facing up, and the bottom hand palm is facing down. Another issue too that I see with young hitters is that when they're about to get in contact with the ball, just because they don't work with the right posture, they cannot create enough space, especially for this back elbow right here. Remember, the back side is the driver. That back side have to turn into the front side, into that front leg over here, to be able to drive and maximize the acceleration to deliver the barrel to the right direction. If you're weak with that front side, or if you don't create enough space with your posture to let that back elbow and your hands to work on from the top to get on plane and get into the inside part of the ball, it's gonna be really difficult for you to be able to have a good and repeatable swing that you can compete at the next level, especially with pitchers with high velocity who has a good command of a secondary pitch. And as long as you start moving up and getting older, pitchers are gonna start improving their secondary pitch and obviously their velocity. Here's a good point too, where like he start open with that front foot, but that doesn't happen before he gets to contact. Look, right here, he's fighting with that front side, with that front leg to stay close as long as possible. So the back side, back hip, the back shoulder, the back knee are driving and getting the barrel into the strike zone. So that helped him out to decel, right? And to be able to control his body to let the bat and the barrel fly, instead of having his body still moving forward, then slowing down and dragging everything into the strike zone. This is extremely important to be able to capture momentum and speed. When we talk about swing sequence, this is something that I really talk a lot with my players. We can make a whole different video talking about the way how your swing and the sequence of your swing should be working with. But essentially, this is one of the most important things that we have to keep in mind to be able to create a swing that's easier to repeat and compete at the next level. These are the three most important things that from my perspective you can work on to improve your swing and be able to compete even if you play in high school or you're about to play in college. Hey, if you want me to help you apply this stuff to your swing, let me know. You can sign up on my website and I will send you a code to get a free 30 minutes evaluation either remotely or in person.